Ukrainian troops take prisoners and seize rare trophy in Novopavlivka. The soldiers of the 59th Assault Brigade of Unmanned Systems Forces destroyed an enemy assault group in Novopavlivka of the Dnipropetrovsk region. The brigade released the corresponding video on its social media pages. According to the report, the operation resulted in 15 Russian servicemen being killed and 2 others captured. Notably, for the assault on the settlement, Russian forces used a modified BMP-1 KSH. This vehicle has no weapons. Its turret is fixed and it's equipped with a telescopic antenna, radio stations, navigation devices, chemical and radiological reconnaissance instruments, and an autonomous gasoline generator. Throughout the entire period of the full-scale war, Russia has lost only 14 such vehicles. 9 were destroyed and 5 were captured by Ukrainian forces. It is worth noting that this is not the first time such vehicles have been used in assaults. Recently, near Pokrovsk, the enemy lost 2 PRP-4 reconnaissance vehicles. On November 15, it was reported that the fighters of the 42nd Mechanized Brigade captured 3 Russian soldiers who had broken through to Novopavlivka under the cover of fog. According to deep state analysts, on the evening of November 14, Russian units took advantage of thick fog to set up a pontoon crossing between the villages of Yalta and Dachny and moved about 10 pieces of equipment across. The fog significantly hindered observation, causing the Russian equipment to be detected late. This allowed the enemy to advance approximately 7 kilometers across open terrain in a mechanized assault and land a landing force on the outskirts of Novopavlivka. As of November 15 to 16, detection and engagement of enemy landing groups are ongoing. Meanwhile, Special Operation Forces blow up Russian troops in central Kupiansk. Soldiers of the 8th SOF Regiment destroyed a building where Russian troops were positioned in central Kupiansk using TM-72 anti-tank mines. The regiment's press service released video footage showing the actions of the 8th SOF Regiment operators in the Kharkiv region. During reconnaissance, the SOF team detected enemy forces inside one of the buildings. The enemy had numerical superiority and fortified firing positions. The SOF team broke contact without losses. The building where the enemy had been holding its defense was later completely destroyed using TM-72 mines, the statement said. OSINT researcher Bilitzling on the social network X identified that the events shown in the video took place near the city's central square. According to Viktor Trehubov, head of communications for the Joint Forces grouping, the number of Russian troops in Kupiansk has decreased over the past week and is now estimated at around 50 invaders. He reported this during a national TV broadcast. According to him, the scenario the enemy had hoped for 10 days ago, when they attempted to break through into the southern part of the city, did not materialize and has instead worsened for them. The situation has now become difficult for the enemy, who remains only in the northern areas of the city. According to intercepted communications, the enemy has slightly fewer than 50 personnel left, and they are now cut off both from one another and from their main forces because their effective logistics have been disrupted. Trehubov said. He added that this was achieved thanks to the defense forces delivering effective strikes against the enemy and preventing reinforcements from being brought in. However, the situation remains unstable and problematic, as Ukrainian forces are also experiencing logistical challenges.
По левую сторону.
The situation also remains difficult on the Ukrainian bridgehead on the left bank of the Oskil River. According to Trebov, due to the enemy's failure to capture the city itself, they have shifted their efforts to the eastern outskirts of Kupiansk, attempting to eliminate the Ukrainian Defense Forces bridgehead altogether. This information is also confirmed by Yuri Fedorenko. According to him, the enemy is constantly striking the defense forces' crossings, which have to be repaired repeatedly. He uses aviation, missiles, and various types of drones to make movement toward the left bank bridgehead impossible. The engineering units responsible for establishing the crossings are doing a tremendous job, he emphasized. At the end of October, the Ukrainian Defense Forces formed a new joint forces grouping responsible for the defense of the Kharkiv region and surrounding areas. The new formation is managed almost entirely by the Joint Forces Command, led by Major General Mikhailo Drapati. He previously commanded the Khortytsia and Dnipro operational strategic groupings.